Chrissy Swan Show.
Huge show for you today. The granting of wishes.
Yes.
The granting of bum bags with massive Priceline vouchers inside. We're going to have a chat about the ATAR results that are all over the place. It's probably not going to be the chat that you're expecting. But now it's To-Do List Tuesday, Jack.
Oh, yes.
It's where you and I compare the absolute must-do things that we have to do. One, a 50-year-old mother of five, I was going to say.
Where are the other two, huh?
Sometimes it feels like it. You're like my child as well.
Totally.
A mother of three and a 26-year-old young whippersnapper. Here's mine.
Go.
Pick up tea towels.
All right.
Now, that sounds very boring, but it's very exciting.
Oh, no, I'm so into my tea towels.
Okay, great. I have got the best tea towel ever, by the way, which I'll do another break on.
Okay.
It's Chrissy's massive tips. I have had tea towels monogrammed for Christmas Day lunch with the nicknames of everyone attending.
That is great.
Yes, and I've got to go and pick them up. Pick them up from Adairs. They were cheap as chips, 2 for the price of 1.
Are you going to let people take them home with
Yes,
them?
yes.
Great.
And I went with the tea towel, not a napkin, because, there's prawns and trifle and you want a big cloth.
And I think that's a better gift, too, to then take home. A
Thank
thick
you.
tea towel. Great,
Thank you. So
Swanee.
I've got to pick them up. Kit basketball finals. Would you believe a child of mine has made the state finals in basketball?
Stop it.
I know I've had to drop him at the stadium. I wonder how he's going. And last but not least, bring in Taylor outfit. Did you know that Nova have a new station?
I sure do.
That is 100% dedicated to Taylor Swift. And I need to do a little piece to camera. Has that gone up yet?
I don't think so.
I had to bring in my full Taylor outfit. To see it is to believe it.
Swanee.
Yeah.
I hate to disappoint, but this is my to-do list.
Oh, my God.
There's not one thing on it.
What must that be like?
It's summer, baby. I'm free. We've got 3 days left of work.
It's still summer for me. Oh, my God.
Next, we're granting someone's wish in Chrissy's wish list. Register via the Nova Player app if you'd like your wish granted.
Do you know what else is pretty fine?
What,
This.
Swanee?
Chrissy's Christmas Wish List. Brought to you by Disney's Wish. Only in cinemas Boxing Day.
I mean, I have just loved knowing that there's going to be a brand new Disney film coming my way. Going into my eyes on Boxing Day in the cinemas, it's my favourite place to be on Boxing Day.
I've never seen a film on Boxing Day, and this year I'm going to change that because you're always so dead. I mean, I'll be honest, I'm always a bit hungover. I need to get to the cinema and see Wish.
You must. Amy, another part of this divine announcement that there is going to be a new Disney film coming to our eyes is that I have the ultimate power. I'm here in a tulle dress and I'm suspended in the studio. I've got my wand, Amy. What is your... Hello, Amy.
Hello, Chrissy. How are you? How are you,
so
Jack?
good.
I'm good, thanks, Ames.
Amy, what is your wish?
Well, I got engaged a few months ago, and so I'm getting married next year.
Oh, that's quick. Is it a shotgun wedding, Amy?
Not quite, but hopefully afterwards. And yes, so I just had this absolutely perfect day, just like every other little girl, dreaming of their wedding day. I have this perfect day in mind, but I just don't want to be anxious or stressed about anything either. And my wish would be just for the perfect wedding dress.
Oh.
I want to look like Cinderella.
Oh, Amy, I love this. And it's so personal, isn't it, the dress that you wear? Because you can choose the caterer and you can choose the bows on the seats and
florals.
The venue. That's kind of, a collaborative thing too with your man. That's a choice, but the dress is all about you, Amy.
It is all about me, and it's a real reflection of, who you are and who you're becoming, with that person as well. So, yes, that would be the wish.
Amy, it would give me the utmost pleasure to wave my wand and grant your wish of the perfect wedding dress for next year.
Oh, thank you so much, Chrissy. Oh, you are amazing. Thank you.
You must keep us posted on the progress, because I've heard that it is an absolute process to get there.
It is. There's so many choices out there, but but with this, that will help me so much.
Wish granted, my girl.
How exciting. Good luck, Amy.
Don't take this as a bad omen, but we're about to go into Is It Over Now? Taylor's version.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
It's Chrissy time at Priceline Pharmacy, and you're sure to find a little something for everyone, from fragrances and gifts to a new party look. Give great gifts, feel fab, and love paying less. That's the Chrissy spirit.
Head in store or online at priceline.com.au.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
I've been going back through the year because I like to do that at around this time and sort of take stock, because January this year seems so far away. And one of the greatest ways to do it, if you want to do your own kind of flashback, is go on your phone and go to your photos and then just go through the months.
I love doing it. You mentioned this to me off air at the start of the week, so I did it last night.
Yeah.
And there's a photo of you and I somewhere. I'm like, wait, where are we?
Where are we?
We're at Fugazi in Adelaide. I'm like, I forgot about that beautiful dinner.
So much has happened. And I came across a screenshot of a little kind of journal entry. I tried journaling for a while and it didn't really work. But maybe it worked enough to talk about this sort of stuff, because it was a screenshot of, I just love the sound effect there of the Diet Coke going down onto the desk.
The
It's heaven. There's nothing more us than that. When somebody says something about you or uses adjectives to describe your personality that don't align with you, it's really hard to get them out of your head.
It sticks with you.
13 24 10. Has somebody said something to you that you just went, really? Is that me? Because my therapist referred to me as dangerous and impulsive.
I know I shouldn't laugh, but it's just so funny.
And I tried. I couldn't get it out of my head, and I kept on revisiting it going, okay, so my initial reaction, because the whole point of a therapist is it's supposed to make you think about yourself and all of that sort of bizzo. So I kept on going back to it, dangerous and impulsive, and I attempted to do a journal entry, and then I screenshotted that and I had a look at it. It was like, dangerous and impulsive. Am I? Question mark. Why does being called dangerous and impulsive make you so confused? And then I wrote, because I don't think I am.
No.
But here's the thing, is that you can't control what people think about you.
Can I tell you what I think out of those two adjectives?
Yeah.
I don't think you're dangerous at all. I think you're impulsive, but I think I am too, in the best kind of way. Like, if you want something and you decide on that day, you might walk on it, but you will then action that. Like, you're impulsive in the best sense, I think. You make things happen. Like, having worked with you for 8 years, I know if you put your mind to something suddenly, it'll happen that week.
So maybe maybe it's not a bad thing to be impulsive.
No, I think it's a really good thing. You can be really decisive. Decisive's a better word.
Because the combination of dangerous and impulsive isn't great.
It sounds wild.
And we were just talking then. I was like, I'm still so stuck on it, dangerous and impulsive, because that's not how I see myself. Someone once said to me that I was aloof. Aloof. Me.
Yeah, no.
The world's most enthusiastic person. Aloof.
Maybe,
and I just can't get my head around it.
Maybe you hadn't had your triple shot flat white yet or something.
Aloof.
That's bizarre.
Well, has someone ever said something about you that you really disagree with?
I remember it was 2015 and I think I was a Casanova here at Nova and I was trying to cut my teeth to get on air.
Yeah.
And I was doing demos and you'd send them around to people. And I think the words someone said to me were, I'm not sure if you're cut out for radio. And I was like, not to be a dickhead, but I knew that I was. In my being, I know that media was for me. And this was what I wanted to do. And I was just like, you're just wrong. Like I am.
It's so weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
What people say about you, the adjectives they use.
The Chrissy Swan Show. The Chrissy Swan Show.
Let's talk the words that people have used to describe your personality that just don't sit right with you. I was described as impulsive and dangerous. I very much resemble that comment. That's what from a TV show. I resent that. I do not think I'm dangerous. I think I'm the opposite.
Yeah, you're not dangerous. I think you're impulsive, but I see that as a positive thing. We were talking in the songs how that word has negative connotations.
Calculated impulsivity. I'm a planner.
Decisive.
And one person has said to you that you're not cut out for radio. Well, wash your mouth out with soap. Look where he is now. Cindy, what is the word that people use to describe you that makes you go, yeah, I don't know?
quirky was one that I was called by some of the mums I met at a new school.
Ooh.
And I was probably nervous. And when I get nervous, I say some random things and I do ramble. And, and of course that came across probably not good.
Do you feel like quirky? Do you feel like quirky is a negative thing?
No, I don't actually, because I actually am quite witty in some things, especially when I've had a bit to drink. I'm very witty.
We all, Cindy.
Yes, Cindy.
But I think my sense of humour seems to come very quickly because you have no inhibitions. But I think that was it. And I don't take it as a negative. I did at the beginning because I was like, oh, okay, I don't like being called. But then I thought, you know what, I'd rather be quirky than have a stick up my bum. So.
That's true. People have called me quirky too, and I take it as they think I'm completely nuts, unhinged. Yeah. And I am. Brooke, what is the word that you can't get out of your mind?
My mum called me highly strung.
Your whole life, or just in one flashy argument?
Well, it was a work thing that we were doing about character building and perception, and you had to send a message to 5 people, and and ask them to reply with 5 ways of describing you, and one of hers was highly strung. And I was like, how do I respond to this without seeming highly strung?
That is, wow. And do you feel like you are?
No, I feel like I'm so easygoing and just go with the flow, but I don't know.
When someone says something about you that you just do not identify with, you can never get it out of your head.
It rocks you. It
does rock you. Good on you, Brookie. Lauren, what do your friends call you?
Well, I've been called an enabler because I just enable people to use me, because I never say, they say, Lauren, you're your own worst enemy. You never say no to anything. You'll go, yes, I'll do it. Yeah. And then I put too much on my plate, and then I just go and enable more.
Lauren, I'm not going to lie. That whole sentence, it sounded like your life. Like you started with so much energy and yes, and then you just fade out.
Lauren, if I said to you, listen, Lauren, I'm really tired, I'm really busy. Could you possibly make me a lasagna and drop it over to my house tonight at 6 p.m? Would you?
Do it.
You would do it.
Yep, without a thought. And I'd probably go without my own dinner. I'd probably give you the ingredients from my dinner, then give you a dinner.
Lauren, me too. I don't think we're enablers.
No.
I think we're like
Generous.
Kind and beautiful.
I'll take that. All right, I'll take that. Next time I get called an enabler, then I'll be really kind and beautiful.
And there's all this talk about boundaries. It sounds too hard for me.
Lauren's just got great energy. She's got energy, so people ask her to do stuff.
That's exactly right.
That's what it is.
Ask a busy person.
Correct.
We have had all these beautiful listeners on, and it's the end of the year, and we're like the only show that's live at the moment.
Let's give everyone a prize.
And we haven't given anybody any prizes.
Everyone a Priceline pharmacy voucher, but let's finish with Amber Swanee.
Amber, what did your therapist dare to tell you?
That I lacked potential for life.
Amber, that is a damning judgment from a professional.
It's funny now.
Was it true?
I think it was true. I think it might have been something I needed to hear at the time to push myself, but I don't think it, my young age of 16 was probably needing to hear it either.
No, not ideal, and you've never forgotten it either. But now, you're the Prime Minister of Australia, so go you.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
Let's go clicking.
Chrissy's clickbait.
Oh, my God, I don't feel old enough already. Google turned 25 today. Last week, but they've released a fantastic set of statistics about the most popular searches.
Is it weird that I thought Google was younger than 25? Like 25 seems old for Google. I always thought it was like it came around in the early 2000s.
I agree, but also I do not want to live in a life that doesn't have Google. Google is my favourite thing of all time. If you had to play Would You Rather with me, and it was, would you rather have coffee in your life or Google? Google is the answer.
That's huge from you.
I am on Google all the time. Google has changed my life. Every time my children complain about being bored, I'm like, you try living a life without Google. Google is the best.
I obviously don't know a world without it, so
You
no, I
don't.
can't imagine it.
It wasn't good.
No.
It's so much better now. And I just love the insight into, gorgeous people that I do not even know. They're my favourite sorts of people, strangers. Because I am them and they are me. I just love the most searched recipes. Coronation quiche.
Oh, hello.
That would have been around the King's coronation, King Charles. Grimace shake recipe. That's some kid going, how do you make a grimace shake? Don't worry, I'll find it for you.
Great.
I did Google it.
Did
by
you?
the way, yeah. Lamb stew recipe. Why wouldn't you? Porn star martini recipe. The marry me chicken recipe. Chicken and leek pie recipe.
And is that all from this year?
Yes.
What's the...
No. That's over the 25 years, the most popular. By the way, if you want the best chicken and leek pie recipe, go to my Instagram. I make it for you. The most Googled TV show intro music, Game of Thrones. It's so triggering for me, but I get it. The most Googled album cover is that Abbey Road one with the Beatles.
Of course.
Crossing the road barefoot. And I've looked into my own Google search history, and I'm going to tell you. God,
I
I've got
love
so much
this.
paper in front of me. Where is it? Oh my God, now I can't find it. No, I'm not. No. Yes, here it is. Here are my most recent searches. Yellow dress.
What's that for?
I want a yellow dress.
Okay.
They're harder to find than you would imagine. Sleeping duck mattress. Who installs a gas cooker? Great question, huh?
Air Tasker Swanee. That's who.
Falling down scene in McDonald's. You know where Michael Douglas loses his mind because he wants breakfast but he's 4 minutes too late. And last but not least, Four Pillars Bloody Shiraz Gin. I'm getting back on
You're
it.
getting back on it, gal.
No, I'm not. Truth be told, I'm curing my own salmon for Christmas because I'm very up myself. Hey, great news. Golden Globes nominations are out. Australians have done very well, mainly Margot Robbie.
Of course.
9 nods for that girl. Incredible.
She deserves that.
She really does.
No surprises there.
Sarah Snook as well for Succession. I've just never been able to get into it. No shade. I just know that I would love it, but I can't. I'm going to go on to the music stuff because we are a radio station. Best original song, 3 from Barbie. I'm Just Ken. Dance. Oh. Else would be a 10. Did Nova ever play this?
I don't think we played this one. We obviously played a lot of this.
Watch me dance the night away. And What Was I Made For by Billie Eilish. Oh my God, how do you pick a favourite? I know what you're going to pick.
I know Dance the Night I'm Just Ken's not up for it.
No.
Dance the Night is an absolute hit, but you can't go past What Was I Made For.
It is the most magical song.
It is gorgeous.
I hope she wins. At the very least, she'll perform it live. And of course, Taylor Swift has been nominated for the year as to a cinematic and box office achievement. You go, Queen.
This is the Chrissy Swan Show.
All right, a couple of announcements to get you through to 4 p.m. What is this?
That is a box of savoury shapes, Chrissy Swan.
I want to say, God bless you and all who sail in you, Fiona, and your gorgeous husband who just met Vicky at reception here with 2 boxes of the good stuff. I mean, I've been reunited with Savoury Shapes, and let me tell you, they have not lost it. Second of all, CSA. That's short for Community Service Announcement. McDonald's, we broke the news earlier this week that you can get chocolate soft serve as well as vanilla now in all stores, end of story.
We also broke the news that the price of a soft serve was going up to $1.15.
But we were wrong. Tomorrow, 30 cents. And you can get your chocolate soft serve or your vanilla, but go for chocolate. But do something different. I know what Macca's are doing here. They're giving you the first one cheap, so they hook you.
Yeah.
And then they can up the price to $8 a soft serve, and you'll still be there.
You'll be there tapping your cards.
Oh, I'll be there. Don't you worry.
Hey, coming up next, we're going to play a round of Chrissy's Quizzy. And because it's our final week on air for the year, and even I'm feeling festive, we have put a $100 Priceline voucher in the bum bag.
The Chrissy Swan Show. The Chrissy Swan Show.
Let's give away a bum bag.
Chrissy's Quizzy.
Tanya, you are a quizzy novice, aren't you?
Oh,
Yeah, we'll see.
Good luck to you. I hope you get this bum bag because it's got a very special treat inside.
Oh, yeah, cool.
It's a liver treat for your dog.
Okay. That's all right. I've got 5 dogs. So there you go.
Oh, my God. It's actually not. It's a $100 Priceline pharmacy voucher. Narelle, how are you feeling?
Oh, I need this so bad, I tell you.
Oh, my God. I can hear it in your voice, Narelle.
The bum bag or the
I did
voucher?
because, do you know why? Because someone's taken my purse on public transport, and 3 weeks later, no one's given it back. All my money, $100, all my cards, my seniors card. I can't go out because the Opal card's linked to that. So I'm stuck at home. Unless I want to pay $8 return just for one lot of days transport. No way.
Narelle.
I'm unimpressed, so whoever's got it, I've already changed the card, so bad luck.
You're the best, Narelle.
Narelle, you have my heart, and if you don't win this, do not hang up because I need to talk to you, okay?
It's horrendous. It's been very stressful, I can tell you now. And I went to go and get a something that they advertised on the radio. Oh, yeah, all foam cheap on the, the Black Friday. When I got to the place, it wasn't even there. It wasn't even discounted. So all is for nothing, you know. And I'm lucky I had my Opal card around my neck, only $4, and my keys around my neck. Because I wouldn't have been able to get in here. I would have been living on the street.
Oh, Narelle.
Yeah, I'm not impressed, I can tell you.
You should go to a current affair.
Anything else, Narelle? Anything else? Get it off your chest.
Oh, it's just horrendous, I feel. Oh, just trying to think. I thought I lost things earlier, but luckily I took a few things out of my purse. I found a few things.
Did somebody...
They would have had other ID, and I had skin guards next to it. They had to order a whole lot more skin guards as well, so they got a few of those free.
What are skin guards, Narelle?
Oh, they're advertised on Channel 16. They protect your cards. It's the third one. Or your discount cards, your Priceline, Coles, Woolies and all that, and all your bank things, yeah. So they got a few of those free.
Oh.
Only one of the good ones, though. I had a few others home. But, boy, just, even the bank one, even to get a card changed, you've got to have photo ID. And that cost me money to change that as well.
Oh. Okay, let's
Narelle,
get to the quiz.
No, we're not doing the quiz. Narelle, you have won the bum bag. You have won the $100 Priceline voucher. Tanya, I'll sort you out later. That was the best conversation.
It's just really hurtful. It really is hurtful.
Narelle, I am giving you everything I have because you have had a shit of a week. And it's
been 3 weeks. It's been.
It's been 3 weeks. 3 weeks of hell, and I'm going to turn it into heaven for you, Narelle. I'm sorry, Tanya. I'll sort you out with something. But, Narelle, are you feeling a little bit more positive about life and your part in it now?
Yeah, and the only thing is my hair's a different colour and my face is a bit thinner, so the other ID won't be any good for them anyway.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
There's a buzzword going around in a lot of houses at the moment, and if it's not there right now, it's a-coming. The ATAR.
Oh yes,
it's the latest scoring for Year 12 marks. Back in my day, it was VCE. Before that, it was the HSC, and there is so much pressure on kids to get a high mark. And even back in my day, 100 years ago, it was massive. It was massive. You felt like if you didn't get the highest mark that you could, then your life was over.
How awful to feel that pressure.
The pressure is enormous, and it's not true.
It really isn't.
It's not true. It's one thing, because I've got a teenager now at home, 15 years old, and he's already worrying about scores. And I'm like, I love the sound of that Diet Coke hitting the desk again. It's like our official soundtrack.
Sorry, I've done it twice.
It's amazing.
Today.
It's amazing. Long may it rain. I've got this teenager, Leo, 15, panicking already about the ATAR. Even though, like, I'm his mum. do you know what I mean? I'm like,
totally.
Look at me. I did not get a good VCE mark at all. It was not high enough to even get me into an arts degree, which at the time was, it was quite easy to get into, right? I don't know what the situation is now, but I did not get a high mark. A lot of my friends did not get a high mark. And I just want to remind you, if you're listening and you're hurtling towards Year 12 and you're hanging everything on this number, it's not immediately important. Life goes on afterwards. And it's sort of, I think it's almost good to not do very well, because the challenge then is, how am I going to do what I want to do
Totally.
without just waltzing through the doors?
I don't talk about this very much, Swanee, but like a lot of people don't know, I didn't even finish school.
Yeah.
And I knew from a very young age. I remember at like the age of 13, I think we've actually spoken to this person about this, but I remember seeing Jules Lund on TV and being like, that's what I want to do, and hearing him on radio. And it sort of motivated me to get there. But instead of doing Year 12, I did a sort of screen and media course, and then I did community radio and community TV, and I found other avenues to get me where I want to be.
And you were learning the whole time.
Absolutely.
Learn.
And that's what it's all about. It's about having the drive as well to do what you want to do, not basing your purpose on this score.
The pressure is so enormous. Plus, who knows what they want to be when they're 17? My God. I saw this great little snippet from the Age newspaper. This sharp-dressed lady was walking down the street, very brisk, very busy, very smart looking. And she was stopped to ask about what she got for her Year 12 score versus what she does now.
My ATAR, I think converted, was 80, and I'm now a Supreme Court judge.
There you go. It doesn't. Reece Nicholson has come out and said that number ain't you, baby.
Truth.
He did so badly on his Year 12 results, and now he says himself, I make a wonderful living doing something I truly love. So take the pressure off and take solace in the phone calls that you're about to hear.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
Barely got through Year 12 and yet here I am.
You're doing all right, Swanee.
Yes, and I've had a lovely time in my life and had beautiful jobs and met gorgeous people and had adventures.
Something I find really interesting about you that I'm sure a lot of people wouldn't know is that before Big Brother and your whole media journey started, you were a copywriter.
I was. I really wanted to work in advertising, and I made it happen for myself despite not getting the marks to get in. And this is what I just want to tell you. If you've got your ATARs and you're like, oh no, I don't have enough to do what I want to do at the uni I want to do it at, just be a bit flexible. It's not the end of the world. You're not supposed to know what you want to do yet. You're not even fully grown. Your best days haven't happened is what I'm telling you. Matt, you got a super low score, and how has that affected you moving forward?
To be honest, I actually don't use it anymore whatsoever. I graduated in 2009, and I was in hospitality for 15 years. Now I work in home insurance.
See, this is a great example, because 2009 isn't that long ago in the scheme of things. You probably don't even remember. Do people even ask you anymore about what your ATAR was?
No. I didn't even pay attention to it. I just got told that if I didn't have a job when I was in Year 10, I had to stay till Year 12.
Right, and you didn't have a job in Year 10, obviously.
No.
So, Matt, did you remember there was an enormous amount of pressure on you at the time, and how did you feel when you got the super low ATAR?
When I got, it was like the pressure to learn, to get the HSC, and then suddenly when I got the result, I was like, oh, okay, yep, sure, no worries.
Yeah, kids are under so much pressure now, but see, it hasn't affected you at all. People need to understand that.
Priceline Pharmacy voucher for you, Matt. Let's cross to Brittany. Hey, Britt.
Hey, Britt.
Hi, guys.
Hi. How old are you? Well, how long ago did you do Year 12?
I'm 31 now, so I graduated 13 years ago.
Okay, and was it a VCE mark or an ATAR then?
It was an ATAR. It was the first year it became an ATAR.
Oh, okay. And can you remember the number you got?
Yeah, 52.
52. Now, I'm not fully across the scores and stuff because mine were different, but 52 is not high, is it?
No, not at all.
And how did you feel when you got that score?
Like I literally wasn't going to have a career.
And tell us what's happened now, Britt. What are you doing now?
Oh, and now I run my own business. I've worked in the disability sector for 6 years and now own a NDIS registered business supporting those with a disability on the scheme.
So honestly, did that low score affect your life in the long run?
Not at all. All it was is I just had to find another pathway to get into the course I wanted to do, but no one talks about that.
No one does.
Talks about pathways.
That's why I'm trying to talk about it now.
Yes.
There's more than one way to skin a cat.
We love a pathway. Priceline Pharmacy voucher for you, Britt.
Good on you, Britt. Chels, let's finish with you. When did you get your ATAR?
2015.
Right, okay. And have you ever used it?
No, not at all.
It has never come up.
never ever come up at all. Like, honestly, I didn't want to push myself in year 12, and so I didn't, basically. I finished year 12, I got a way below average mark, and then I went and did a diploma in early childhood. Then I was still working in retail then, and I've just completed a Bachelor of Arts and heading into a Master's of Education.
Wow, Chelsea, this is fabulous. So what is your one piece of advice to any kid listening that's freaking out and thinking their life will be over if they get a low ATAR?
Your life is never over. It's never over. You keep on going.
Absolutely. Good on you, Chelsea.
Chrissy's Clickbait.
Okay, first things first. I'm full of community service announcements at the moment. Lena Dunham, have you seen Girls, her series?
No, I haven't.
It is so great. You would love it. It's so well written. You'll die.
I feel bad that I haven't because I remember when it was first released, you were raving about it.
And Adam Driver's in it. Are you an Adam Driver guy?
Yeah, I like him.
Oh, my God, I'm an Adam Driver guy.
Are you?
Oh,
Hello.
yes, that was where I first came across him. Odd looking, but magic. You should watch Girls. And so she's the woman behind that, Lena Dunham, and she has confirmed a Netflix rom-com series starring the great Megan Stalter, who we all follow on Instagram, and we loved her in Hacks. And Will Sharp, the hot guy married to the cranky girl in the latest White Lotus.
I liked Will.
God, it's going to be a great show. I can't wait
And
for it.
it's going to be on, Netflix, did you say?
Netflix, yes.
Brilliant.
I don't know when. Too many words to get across,
Also,
but it's coming.
Speaking of the White Lotus, can we please have an update, guys, on like when it's coming or when you start production?
I feel like there was an update this week and it went in one eye and out the other, so I will double check for you.
Okay, thank you. Because some of those White Lotus updates, Swanee, they just come and go and you don't know if it's actually legit or if it's just people speculating.
Yes.
I want the producer to come out and say something.
Yeah, true. Like my daughter wanting photographic evidence of Lizzo's indiscretions.
The banana.
Now, I follow Bad Dates of Australia and Bad Dates of Melbourne on Instagram, and some of the stories will make your hair curl. If anyone is getting ready for dates today, or maybe there's a midweek number that you're going to sort out, or with the weather getting better, you might have a beach date. Take heed. I matched with this cute guy and we spoke for a week before we arranged to meet for a date. Since my New Year's resolution was to explore more of what my city had to offer, we made plans to hit the beach. Very nice, very sensible. She said to him, look, I'm probably not going to wear makeup. Is that okay? He said, yeah, fine. Because she didn't want to go to the beach and get hot and sweaty.
And is this a first date, do we think?
Yes.
Right. Interesting to state that before.
I know, but she said, it can be jarring when someone turns up without makeup. Let them jar.
Yeah.
Anyway, he said, yeah, no worries. She still sort of put in a bit of effort, put a tinted moisturiser on. Turned up. As we got out of the car, he told me to find a spot on the sand while he went to go and buy himself a Gatorade. You following?
I'm following. So they've not met yet?
No, he's picked her up. They've driven to the beach.
Oh, they're in their car together.
They've got a park.
Gotcha. She's finding a spot on the beach while he goes to get the Gatorade.
He said, you go find a spot on the beach. I'm getting a Gatorade.
On it.
She's sitting down on her towel. Time goes by. She goes, I've been sitting at the beach for just over an hour and he hadn't replied to my last text. An hour. I tried calling him only to receive, the person you are calling is no longer available. Automated message. The hint quickly sunk in and I sat there in shock for a moment before I packed my things and caught an Uber home. I'm sorry. This happens more than you would believe.
That's a heartbreaking way to finish the show.
Yes. So, the moral of the story is stay single, guys. Stay single. We'll see you tomorrow.
Bye.
Now check this out.
The Chrissy Swan Show is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcast.com.au.